guys, how's it going? It's Zahait here, and we're back with a brand new episode of Valheim. And since the last episode, we've been a little bit busy, so I just want to walk you guys through kind of some new stuff that has happened in the server. Here is Ostrich's new house. He's built right by our base, or our old base. You guys will see what I'm talking about in a minute. This sign says the door's on the other side. Duh. I mean, obviously. So, yeah, anyway, we're just going to check out his new house. It's a masterpiece. It is made out of signs, from what I can see. Very impressive, actually. Anyway, so after that, I was running around and I noticed there was a treehouse over here. So we went up here to check this out. This is Kratos's treehouse, and he has been busy collecting copper and tin. Look at this. Beautiful. So the problem right now is we still don't have enough of those cores. We don't have any of them, actually, to be able to make the forge. So Kratos actually made this road all the way to the Dark Forest. And I came along here after the road was made, and I just fixed up some of the buildings that were built along the side of the road. So now we've got, from our old base all the way to the Dark Forest, we have this nice little path with a bunch of little huts and crafting tables and stuff scattered around. And yeah, it's actually pretty cool. You know, you never know when you're going to need a crafting table or a bed. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, there's not much to this besides just a dirt road and some houses, so I'm just going to speed things up a little bit here. But I kind of want to show you guys the path. It's a pretty long path. So the intent was we were going to get some carts and we were going to go out there and we were going to get copper and we were going to just follow the road back home. And I mean, yeah, the intent was there. Seemed like a good idea, but you'll see here soon enough what ended up happening with that idea. So we were in the Dark Forest for just a few minutes, nothing crazy, and we come across a surprise, a little present. Look at this, a grave. So I figured, let's just see what's in here. Looted. Just look at the loot. How can you say no to free loot like this? Am I right? Come on, look at this. There's so much stuff. So, anyway, I took as much as I could. Couldn't obviously hold a lot of that stuff, so whatever. I took what I could, and we went to the burial chambers. We're looking for those cores so that we can start making a forge. But now with my brand new fancy bronze armor and bronze shield and bronze axe, I am more than kitted and ready to go on these guys. I don't even care. And this first level 1 star guy here, he was the first skeleton that we fought, so I was a little bit nervous about it. But, you know, it's just a skeleton, so it's not that big of a deal. Anyway, eventually we clear him out here and his buddy in the back, and we get our first core. I think this dungeon only had 2 cores in it, which is not that great. It takes, if you're not aware, it takes 2 cores to make the charcoal furnace, and it takes, did I say 2 cores? It takes 5 cores to make the charcoal furnace, and it takes 5 cores to make the smelter. So we actually need 10 cores to be able to produce iron, unless you're going to keep breaking the charcoal furnace and rebuilding it again. But I'd rather not have to do that, so we're out looking for 5 cores, and we come across a troll. He's not too big of a problem when you've got bow and arrows. I would not want to try and melee this guy. He would probably kill me in one shot. Not totally sure with bronze armor, but anyway, as you can see, he didn't put up too much of a fight here for us. We managed to get rid of him pretty easily. And I think at this point, it was the second troll we killed, maybe. I was not recording the first troll that we killed. So we now have 10 hides, which is perfect. And yeah, we're still looking for more of those cores. So into another burial chamber we go. And sadly, someone has beaten us to this one, and it's already been looted. So there's nothing here for us. And right back out we go. No point wasting our time. The third burial chamber. Here we are. And this one was not looted before we arrived, so I was pretty excited about this. Sometimes they have lots of cores, sometimes they have none, sometimes someone's been there before. I mean, I guess that kind of counts as a none. But anyway, this is a level 2 skeleton. Still didn't put up too much of a fight here, as you can see. And we headed off deeper into the dungeon, eventually finding a skeleton spawner, I believe we found in this one. Right through here, perhaps? There it is. So the purple blob is just like a pile of bones on the ground, and if you don't beat it up and break it, then it's just going to keep spawning skeletons, which is not a bad thing, I guess, if you want to farm bones, but, I mean, we just wanted the cores right now. So here we are. We hit the jackpot. Look at this. I think there were 6 cores in this dungeon, which is great. 10 out of 10. Definitely would recommend a dungeon like this. Anyway, that's it for this one. We're back out. And at this point, I believe we found some tin, so we decided to do that. But we are trying to get out of this forest because we think we have enough cores. For some reason, we had it in our minds you only needed 3 to make each one of the machines. And as I just mentioned, it takes 5. So we had 7, I think, or maybe 8 at this point, and we're like, yeah, that's good, that's great. And on the way out of this forest, we found 4 copper veins, right side by side by side. There they are on the map, so right beside a clearing. And we figured, you know what, we have nothing at our other base, really, just a house. Why don't we just set up a new camp here, next to this copper? Because rather than hauling all this copper home, we can just build a new base and set up everything right here. So this is our new home. So here Kratos is flattening off a new patch of ground. I am getting a crafting table set up to start building a house. And yeah, I mean, here we go, guys. Just plunking down a crafting table to get things going. And here's the house. I didn't show a lot of it. It's, once you've built a house, you've built a house. So anyway, I'm actually putting a chimney in this one. And the fireplaces are inside. I think, well, you need the fireplace close to the bed if you want to be able to sleep, but I think having them inside maybe increases comfort. I'm just guessing. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I figured, why not? Why not put them inside? We don't have an actual fireplace, but, I mean, I can make a made-up version of a fireplace. So there's the chimney. Now, the problem with this, the way I have it set up now, and I didn't notice until later on, is because there's no roof on the chimney, there's no smoke inside, obviously, but there's also damage happening to the walls. If walls are not protected by roof, then when it rains, they take damage. So I figured that out much later on, but we did fix it at some point. Here I am just adding a little bit of storage to the fireplaces because, I mean, the house isn't that big, but I still need somewhere to put storage. Nice little spot on either side of the fireplace as well. And there we go. We have some storage set up. So now that we've got our house set up and everything's good to go, it is time to start making a charcoal kiln and a furnace. And this is when I realize we don't have enough cores. And we made a huge mistake. We only have 7 and we need 10. So anyway, we'll plunk down the charcoal furnace here just to get some charcoal going because you can't make anything without charcoal. So obviously that's the first thing that we need to make. And plunk some wood in there. Get some charcoal going. Oh yes. Yes. And back into the dark forest to find some more cores. And boom! There we go. We've got enough cores to make a forge. So we're going to slap that thing down next to the house. Pow. And time to go start gathering up all of the copper. Yep, it's a grind. But there goes our very first copper vein. It is gone. So perfect. It's all at home getting smelted up, turned into bronze. Absolutely terrific. And at this point, I decided, you know what? We need some proper storage. We need somewhere to store materials. So I started building a longhouse. And this is going to be probably our main storage room for a long time. I maybe went a little bit overboard on this thing, but there's one thing I hate more than anything else, and it's having no storage room. And then the second most hated thing is having an unorganized storage room. So I decided enough's enough. Let's get things organized, get things sorted out, and here we go. We have a massive longhouse. It's going to be full to the brim with chests, and anything that we're ever going to want is going to be in there. So, can't go wrong. Anyway, here's a little fast forward of the building process. It's not much. I'm thinking I might extend the roof because it looks kind of silly just kind of stopping like this. I don't know. Drop me a comment below. Let me know what you think. I definitely think it's kind of missing something. It looks too cubey, but anyway, here is the chests coming in. It's a grind. Each of these things takes 10 pieces of wood, and I mean, I can only hold 150, so I can make 15 chests at a time, maybe. I'm just guessing. I don't actually know. It's something like that. But anyway, hold enough wood, and I'm kind of pushing the trees back farther and farther away as I go. I decided, you know what? Enough's enough. We have bronze now. It's time to make a cart. I can start hauling so much more wood. So now that we've got the bronze nails, we can slap down a cart, and we can use this to haul wood back to the base. It's gonna triple our speed, quadruple our speed even. I don't know. You can hold so much material in one of these carts. You definitely can't go wrong. And I feel like it's been fixed since the last time I played. You can actually walk up and down hills pretty easily with it. So anyway, now with our brand new fancy cart, we can haul all of the wood. It's time to finish off this storage room. Look at how much room we have. I don't actually think we're ever going to use all these chests, but at least they're here. If we need them, we got them. So there we go, 10 out of 10. One wall's done. I actually finished the other wall off as well. And then it was time to go get some more copper. So right back into the forest, going to get some copper. What a grind. What a grind. This game is grindy, guys. Anyway, I didn't want to go all the way back. My pickaxes were broken. I had 2 antler picks. So I made a small little repair shack right by my copper and right back to mining copper. And this is the point where I realized everything was taking damage and didn't have a roof on it. So I promptly fixed that, put a little roof on top, and I think this has fixed it now. So we're good. Everything is good. The smoke's not getting trapped inside. Everything is perfect. Yes, look at that. And it was at this point when Ostrich and Jake Paul, I told them that I had found a grave full of bronze, and they wanted it back. They were upset. Rightly so. It was a lot of bronze. It was a lot of bronze gear. Anyway, I had at this point already leveled up the gear, the armor, so I told them I wasn't going to give it back if they didn't give me 9 bronze. So here is us trading the 9 bronze for all of the gear that I stole from Jake Paul. And I mean, you know, it was in a grave. Jake Paul wasn't even on the server anymore. I thought it was free game. I don't know. Drop me a comment below. Let me know what you think. There, we made the trade. Everyone's happy. I gave him all of his stuff back. And then Ostrich, being the nice guy that he is, gives me a present. He didn't like the fact that I was in leather gear. and he gave me some troll armor. What a nice guy. Look at this. Troll leather. He must have been killing a lot more trolls than I have. And then he puts the little cherry on top by puking all over my brand new clothes. What a dink. Anyway, long story short, if you find someone's grave in Valheim, definitely take everything out of it because you'll get free armor out of the deal. 100% of the time. That's the moral of the story. Anyway, now that I have no more bronze gear, it is time for me to go right back to where I was and start forging up some more stuff. Oh, the grind is real. Yep, right back to the forest. Time to go gather up some tin, gather up some copper, and we gotta start making more bronze. Woo-wee. Okay, anyway, that's where we're at right now in the server. It's been a pretty long week, but we've got quite a bit accomplished. I'm hoping next episode we can finally get into the what is it? The tree boss. I can't remember his name. Anyway, the second boss. You need him before you can go to the crypts in the swamp. So, hoping we can kill that guy once I finish my bronze gear. But we'll have to see how that goes. Anyway, guys, if you're liking this series so far, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and if you want to come hang out with us in the server, then go ahead and join my Discord. All of the contact info is in my YouTube profile, and the IP address, the password, all that stuff is in the Discord. So go ahead, join us up, hang out with us, just be kind, you know, only steal Jake Paul's stuff, don't steal mine. And yeah, other than that, guys, I'll see you next time.